Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the most iconic cities in the world. Look at it right there. That is Sydney Harbour and the beaches with Bondi. This is X Games Sydney. For the first time in 20 years since X Games has been going, we are here at Spotless Stadium in Sydney, Australia, and we are about to get underway skateboard street qualifying. We have a lot of athletes to run through, but after watching these guys warm up over the last couple of days, it is unbelievable. This is the start list right here of the Skateboard Street Qualifier. It's Corbin Harris with Andrew Brophy and Mitch Tomlinson. Ryder Lawson is going to start things off. We have 3 Australian athletes at the top right there who have joined this all-star lineup. And they qualified at Sydenham Skate Park the other day. There's the second set of lists. Zion, Vincent, and the list goes on. Rounding us out with Luan and Alec Majerus. Andrew Brophy, have you seen a better lineup than this in your entire life?
It's a super solid squad, no doubt. It's going to be a fantastic qualifier out here.
It is going to be good. Look at the setup we've got there. Women's went down last night, and that was a heated contest. One of the best we've ever seen in X Games history. As we look over the course, Andrew, right here we have a lot of different angles going on. Normally it's up and back, but what do you think about the 45-degree angles on the course?
It's good because it doesn't push you into each side of the course, you know what I mean? You can carve around a bit more, freeze it up so the boys can get stuck into each area of the course.
It frees it up for this guy right here, Ryder Lawson, Australian champion with a backside Smith grind. He's been working on this line for a few days now. There's that nose blind. Oh, he said to me earlier, and Brophy, you would know this from contests, the nerves might get him, so maybe this first one he just needs to get through it. But with that,
I mean, he's doing great for sure. It's a scary lineup to be involved in, all the big names, you know, all the heavy hitters in the contest. So for sure there's nerves, but he's handling it great. Nice nollie back lip down the yellow square bar. Running through the boys, getting back up onto the quarter pipe here.
He's dropping in, going for the big section. Going for a nollie, front side, board side on that. These guys are getting 2 runs each. He's going to have to throw that one away with this lineup, but let's check out the nose blunt. This is where he just came off. What went wrong at the end there?
He just had a little squiggle out at the end, and that front foot popped off onto the concrete, and that's it.
I can't stand having a squiggle out. Happens to me more than often, I think.
Yeah, I can relate to it, definitely. But he'll be happy that first run's out of the way, then you can focus on his second run.
Yep. Up next, 16 years old. He is from a rural country town in Australia. Brad Saunders doing it for Adidas. Now, you guys might have seen his new Habitat video part that has just dropped. This kid is an absolute animal.
There's no joke on the board. Nice front feeble down the bump to rail.
Look at the style.
Oh,
little hard flip there.
Yeah, had some flavour to it.
Plenty of time on the clock as well. Smooth backside lip slide.
He looks comfortable out on this course right here.
Just stepping off that 360 flip. He seemed to kind of swayed from his run, and I think that has kind of stuffed him up a little on that, because I saw him before, and he had a 45-second run.
Lined up.
To the tee.
Yep.
And I think he kind of messed it up. But 16 years old, it's the nerves that's getting these kids at this time.
Yeah, and when you oh, here we go, the nice front crook down the big rail. When you miss a trick in your line, sometimes it can just shake you up and get you off.
Yeah, so. And then maybe you can just throw away the whole run. Is that what you're saying?
No, definitely not. Not at all. You can get lost out there, you know.
This is our #1 qualifier at the Sydenham Skate Park contest we had here. He's from Bankstown, not far from Sydney Olympic Park or Spotless Stadium here. Noah dropping in. Doing it for Nike SB. Had a huge video part with those guys that came out earlier in the year.
Just locking up on the backside on a nose grind.
Seems like the nerves are getting a little better of these guys right now, but they're going to have another run, so it doesn't matter.
The first 3 Australians.
And this is what it is for these guys, you know, and that's why it's so good to have X Games Sydney, or X Games in Australia in general, the blunt kickflip in there. It's to get these guys amongst the best in the world. And, you know, moving to the Olympics, they're going to need it because they're going to be skating against these guys.
Get comfortable in these situations. You see Zion there, having to play with the other boys on the course.
Felipe Gustavo. No, sorry, we have Trent up next. McClung, one of the McClung brothers. They all absolutely rip. You've skated with these guys before, Brophy. Yeah,
Trent's a legend, mate. He's a great bloke. Super talented. He's got great feet. We're going to see it right here. They look like they're super glued to that board. They're definitely not. He's super talented.
I like the nollie crooked grind, little pop out he started off with.
Yeah, he's got a great back foot. He always pulls out with a pop out. Frontside nose blunt down the gap to rail in the big section. Find his way back up into the corner of the quarter pipe.
Currently living in Huntington Beach. He is the youngest out of the siblings. Shout out to the brothers out there. I'm sure they're cheering him on in California right now.
Most definitely. Time for one last hit.
What's he got? 2 seconds. Backside, 360 down the big set of stairs there. And no problem at all. Finishing strong.
Yeah, rock solid with that back 3 down the big 5. Really stoked with that.
Check out the replay right now. Kick flip, frontside nose slide. Oh, look at that front foot, Andrew.
Yeah, he knows where it's at though. It's all good. And then a nice back 3 down the big 5.
Landing solid on the bolts on that one.
Solid.
Rolling away.
Tiago up next.
Yeah, Tiago, I mean, you tell me what you know about this guy. I know that he's got some of the biggest pop coming out of Sao Paulo ever.
Biggest pop in the world, full stop.
And
he's a really good video part skateboarder. He's a lot of people's favorites.
Yep.
Beast pop, great style. He's a great dude as well. I think we're really lucky to see him out here in Sydney, Australia, skating the X Games for sure. Switch back nose blunt, down little 3-stair hubba. In practice, he was doing that every try.
And as you said, he's one of those video part skaters. Sometimes can't put these runs together, maybe due to a little nerves, but it's definitely one of those things that you have to get used to, is being in a contest all the time.
Yeah, that situation is definitely a little bit alien to a street skateboarder. But it's wicked to see him out here.
Tomorrow we've got our pre-qualified guys going through. Shane O'Neill, Yuto, Horigome, Kelvin Hoffler, Nigel Houston and Jagger Eaton. Those 5 guys, let me tell you, whoever is going to make it through to see those guys in the finals is going to have to bring the heat, because they are contest skaters as Deshaun Jordan drops in.
Deshaun is a beast. He's coming back from an injury. I think it was earlier this year. Front 270 to lip. He's a weapon out there. Just missing the fake frontside flip over the hip. It don't matter to him. He's used to these situations.
Oh, board slide up the rail.
Quick run up, 3 ledge 2. First time we've seen any skateboarders going up just now.
What are the judges going to do when they see stuff like that? That's super creative.
Oh, they love it, you know. He's utilising the course differently, just hanging on to that backsmith that popped into the lip slide. No, they'll be stoked that he's going up things for sure.
I will never forget. Oh, wow. Putting his hand down on that one. I will never forget the time that he won Street League. He even blew his own mind on that one, but he's definitely got the goods to make it through to the finals tomorrow.
Nice front 360 there. Crooked grind up the square bar. No, board side, my bad.
Yeah, and then he went crooked grind up the hubba.
This is a wild trick. It's a 540 flip to front board, I think. You don't see anyone else doing those out there. Full stop.
He nearly held on to that one. He has got one more run, so don't worry about it. Coming up next, we have the Brazilian powerhouse. 5th X Games with 2 medals. This is Felipe Gustavo.
Some of the quickest feet in the game, no doubt. He's a technical wizard on his board. Skates switch just as good as he can skate regular.
Lucky enough to spend a lot of time with this guy in Los Angeles. What does technical wizard mean? Why is he so technical like that?
Well, you see him just pop up there, does a switch frontside flip on the way up. He's just really talented and technically skates very well. From a switch crook, as we like to call it, the Howard grind, invented by Rick Howard a long time ago. He's coming back to the 3-stair hubba here.
Oh, trying to get that kickflip backside tail slide in there. Not quite getting it at the end. He is going to have another run. Obviously, Brophy, these guys, there's a lot of different styles that you see. Felipe, obviously a lot more technical, slows things down, and then you see other guys like race through this course.
Yeah, for sure. Felipe's skating regular and switch, you know, so he's skating 2 different ways a lot of the time. Some people don't skate switch so much, so instead they go fast and powerful. So Felipe, you know, it's hard to judge that for sure out there.
Talking about a fast powerhouse, we're switching from 2 different styles of skateboarding right here.
Yep.
Street medals, he's had 1 gold in the video part section before. Look at him, huge frontside 3 on that.
Chris Jocelyn is no joke. He is one of the skateboarders that jumps down the biggest gaps in the world, hands down.
360 flip into the Euro gap there, catching up with his front foot. I love that.
Chris Jocelyn is a powerhouse skateboarder, definitely. He's loves to skate all the big obstacles. He's definitely a technical skateboarder as well. As you see there, frontside flip up the gap behind the big rail. He's going to go ahead and hit the big section right here.
What's he got?
Massive backside flip off the top deck.
Bringing it right here at X Games Sydney.
Just zinging out.
Wow, what a run to start things off here.
Yeah, that was a good one. That backside flip over the yellow square bar, I think that'll impress the judges a lot.
The Australian crowd absolutely loves him here. Also just dropped his first pro shoe. There it is, that alley-oop. Frontside 3.
Here it is.
Check it out, that backside flip. Andrew Brophy, how is that catch on that?
Mate, he knows how to skate the big things. For him, it's nothing, you know. He's used to jumping down 20 stairs.
Chris Jocelyn waiting for the scores to come in right now.
I think he's going to get a great score for that run.
A 61.66
There we go.
throws him into second position here. Okay, right now, a shot where 26 years old, Thrasher Skateboarder of the Year. One of my favorite skateboarders out there. And he is just a skate rat. Backside heel flip on the quarter pipe. What do you love about his style so much, Andrew?
He's super fluid. Everything he does is really smooth. Once he gets going in a part, he won't stop for hours.
You said to me before that you've been on tour with him, and the guys don't let him out of the tour van, because if you let him out of the tour van, he never gets back in.
Yeah, you know, we used to tour together when we skated for 4-Star Clothing, and Sam Smythe, the team manager, would be like, don't let a shot out the car at the skate park because we won't be able to get him back in. Because seriously, once he gets going, he won't stop. Like, and everyone wants to watch him because he's like effortless, you know? It's like water out there.
Here he goes for the big set. Oh, what?
Just like that.
Frontside flip, lip slide down the handrail.
That is no joke. And he does it with such finesse, you know? It's easy.
He makes it look easy. Talk us through this replay right here, Andrew Brophy.
Just Smith grinding from the top deck into the second bank. And then this is a, that's fantastic right there, isn't it?
Landing on the bolts, full commitment. That's why he's one of our favorite skateboarders. Unbelievable. 75.33. It puts him in first place. Do not go anywhere at all because we have Skateboard Street Qualifier. More coming right up. Welcome back to men's skateboard street qualifying. It is Corbin Harris here with Andrew Brophy and Mitch Tomlinson down on the street course. It is just getting exciting here. We're halfway through our first runs out of two, and it's going to be exciting contest. Look at the crowd here. The sun's out. Let me tell you right now, for all of you around the world watching this, it has been raining non-stop for 10 days straight in the lead up here to X Games Sydney. As we get into our next athlete about to drop in, one of my favorites also. If he's not dancing on the podium, he is throwing down on the street course or on the park. He can pretty much skate anything. Doing it for Nike, coming right up is Zion Wright. But here is the comp format. 18 athletes, 2 runs each at 45 seconds. If they fall off, they can keep going. Best run counts. Top 5 advance to the final, and we have 5 skaters pre-qualified. Those skateboarders are Australia's own Shane O'Neill, Japan's Yuto Horigome, Brazil, we have Kelvin Hoffler, Jagger Eaton, and then Nigel Houston. And right now, we have Zion Wright in the mix, and he wants to make it to the finals.
He started off super strong there. Backsmith into the down ramp, frontside nose blunt across the fun box. Wall ride, just missing that.
If anyone can pick up the pieces and get it together, it's him having a little problem.
Just slide down.
Trying to stay on.
Slide down on the back 270 lip slide.
Do you think he's just going to throw this away right now?
Nah, Zion's not going to throw it away.
No?
No.
Oh, he's got... You actually were right there, bro.
No way.
That's why they pay you the big bucks in this seat, right?
Oh, definitely, mate. Look at that. Backfire.
Oh! Ending with an absolute banger. Alley-oop backside 5. Unbelievable.
Zion can skate everything. But here it is again. Little scoop out. Zion's talented.
After falling twice in his run and then being able to get back on and do that, do you reckon you could do that, Brophy?
I can't do 540s, no. I wish I could do that, though, definitely. Zion can skate it all.
Vincent Malou, 21 years old. Second X Games appearance. And he is a technical wizard. He was the top qualifier in Minneapolis. Is he about to drop in right now? Gets the thumbs up from Jeff Jewett.
The only Frenchman in the contest. Front blunt.
Now, riding for Cliche Skateboards for so many years. Obviously, your own girl now. But you hung out in France a lot.
I spent a lot of time in Lyon, France.
Whoa!
Yeah. Kick foot front lip. And the bump to rail. Switch flip over the hip on the way out. Yeah, France is wicked.
This is a great start to his run.
Just missing that barley grind. Front 180 switch feeble.
Frontside blunt there on the quarter pipe.
Pop shot back 50. That's a nice one to see. You don't see that very often. Pop shot back 50s.
How difficult was that trick?
It's definitely a strange feeling one. You're moving the board away from you whilst trying to get to the hubba behind you. So it's like two opposites.
Yeah.
It's a strange one. You've got to hit it at a good angle. And he just missed that switch back flip down the hubba.
There is the, look at the catch on the front side flip. Taking it to the lip side, bringing it all the way around to fakie.
Pop shove it to back 50. You got to hit it at an angle. Like, it's such a strange trick to do.
Didn't quite lock in there on that one. He's got another run, so don't worry about it. We will have more from Vincent.
Next up, we got a heavy hitter.
We have got a heavy hitter coming up next. Not right there, but repping the old flower shot hat there. Out of New York represent. We have Jamie Foy coming up next.
Thrasher Skater of the Year. Not afraid of a big handrail or a big slam.
Wow, look at that. 76 flat. Do you think that is going to make it through into the top 5, Brophy, or you think it's going to be 80s? They're going to need 80s.
I don't know. Jamie Foy is an animal. Watch him start off here. Back Smith, drop down, back flip, fakie. Jamie's so good. Another ATV, he can skate it all, transition, big rails, you name it. It's easy for him.
There's that 360 flip up the Euro grab. Andrew, what's he got right now?
You can never tell.
Oh!
Such run, half cab out down the big rail.
Such a rail specialist, isn't he?
Yeah, look at it. He's just good. He's
a skateboarding specialist.
Yeah. You know, he can do it all. Cab over the hip.
Really bringing all elements together right now. Unfortunately, just coming off on that.
Just missing that 180 switch crooks.
A solid run from Jamie Foy to start off.
Yes. Caveman switch nose grind.
There it is.
Take your nose grind, regular.
Coming around on that one, bringing it out normal. Thrasher Skater of the Year in 2017. A real skater's skater. Best friends with Zion Wright also.
He's coming off one of the gnarliest rail slams I have ever witnessed in my life. If you go check out his Instagram, only a couple weeks ago. And to be back shredding this hard is, yeah, he's an animal.
Andrew, what about the humidity out there? Obviously, we were out there this morning at 9 o'clock and you were drenched in sweat. How does that affect the skaters?
Well, they practiced before the qualifiers, so they'd all be hot for sure, a little bit run down. And then the break in between each time they skate, you cool down again. So you got to try and keep yourself warm. So when it's your turn to get out there, you're not frozen up, you know?
Yeah. Alex Midler, 20 years old. I feel like Alex is a veteran. Been lucky enough to ride on the same team as him for like maybe 7 years. Been on tours with him forever. He is a little champion and he is a technical wizard. Can put a line together.
He can skate the skate park. Big back three hit before, front crook.
Oh no.
Started strong though, it's all good.
One person that's going to keep up the hustle is definitely Alex Midler.
He's got a lot of good tricks in skate parks. Front 270 to the lip there. With a bump onto the rail.
10 seconds on the clock for Alex. Kickflip backside, lip side. Unfortunately, kind of not coming around quick enough on that.
Yeah, just caught a bit of toe.
He's laughing to himself. He's like, all right, I'm going to throw that away right now. I will come back swinging on my second and final run. Here is the replay on that.
Front 270 to the lip. That's one of his moves. He's always got that one on lock.
What a little competitor. Always hustling, always trying to get it through. But this guy right here, one of your favorites, Andrew.
Yeah, Carlos is a fantastic skateboarder. Just had a child, so he's out there ripping for the family. Just missing that nollie back 180, 650. In practice, he had that one on lock. From Brazil, 26.
Got to pull it together again now. Nollie, kickflip, backside 50-50.
He's one of the best switch stance skaters out there as well. Back nose blunt and bump to blue rail. Just taking his time out there on the course. It's hot. He's wearing a long sleeve.
I mean, this is obviously slower style, but huge technical tricks that he pulls together.
Yeah, he skates switch a lot. You never really know which way he is actually skateboarding because he can do it so good both ways.
Originally from Brazil, currently living in Long Beach, California. It's going to be a throwaway run for him on this one. Here is the backside nose blunt with the fisheye angle there. Tenth place with a 33.33. Yeah, it was a late call on trying to get someone in there to get the fisheye angle, but we got him in. And I love that close look at the street course. Tommy Finn doing it all in white with a nollie frontside board slide.
Just popping up, nollie heel flip. Another Australian here doing it for us out of Brisbane, Australia. Just hanging on.
A little mob flip on that backside.
Backside flip nose grind down the 3-stair harbor. Tommy's super consistent, great bloke.
You know what, he already gets an extra 5 points from me from the outfit. I'm into it.
Let's see how long you can keep it white for it. Good grind up the 3-stair harbor, taking him back up to the quarter pipe. Tommy Finn's not scared of a big handrail either. Back lip across the fun box, tray flip up the Euro. Let's see if he takes this.
5 seconds on the clock, he's gonna have to hustle right now.
There we go.
On. Oh! Seemed like it was just out of time. Look at the crowd. They love it here at Spotless Stadium.
Call it what you want. Fake yollie, switch front blunt down the rail. Fake yollie, back nose blunt. One
of his really good friends there, Nigel Houston, one of the most decorated athletes in skateboard street history.
Mate, backside flip nose grind.
Cheering him on here. There it is, his last trick, just out of time.
Fake yollie, switch front blunt down the big rail.
Will that matter, Andrew?
Nope, it's pushed him up to first place.
Oh, not at all. Our first competitor in the 80s with an 82 flat on that one. The Australian Tommy Finn. They are going to love it here.
He's going to be happy with that.
He's had 2 X Games appearances and never medalled before. Someone who has medalled before, 5, in fact, in 10 X Games. Coming out of Canada, it is the man himself, Ryan DeCenzo.
I've skated with Ryan a bunch of times, been on a few tours with him. He is a beast as well. Nollie heel flip nose slide down the 3-star harbor.
3 X Games gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Can he put another one in the cabinet today?
It's looking likely.
I like that tail slide. It's an interesting one.
Coming out of the back of the fun box into the back side of the big rail. No one's hitting it like that just yet. Might give some people some ideas though.
Trying to stop that frontside flip over that. He is the first Canadian ever to win Skateboard Street.
Taking it for the fans.
That'll be time. This one for the fans.
Why not?
check out the replay there. Why is this so difficult right here? Look out.
He's just got mad hops right there, coming out of that fun box onto the extra high rail from the big section. You know, just looking at it from a different angle out there. I saw him do it in practice, so he's stoked that he got it.
Ryan DeCenzo's first run in the books, waiting on the judges' score. They're deliberating at the moment. This is a heavy, heavy field, and I would hate to be in that booth judging with Neil, Mims, and the boys. It's a 78, whipping him, Ryan DeCenzo, into the number 2 position. Now this guy right here, Luan Oliveira, 28, one of the best skateboarders in the world, especially in a format like this. Ollie disaster.
He's powerful. He's got the best flick in the skateboarding game. I'm pretty sure every pro skateboarder would say it. He just is super explosive out of his toes. Everything.
What makes him do that? How does he operate like that?
I don't know. He's got special ankles because my feet don't do it. Lots of other people's feet don't. Just watch him out.
Oh!
It's like a magic flick. Board control. And he has it.
Yeah, he's got that magic flick. Luan, normally very consistent and can put a line together without falling off. He's probably going to need to do it to make it in that top 5 to meet the pre-qualified athletes tomorrow at X Games Sydney. Let's check out the replay of that frontside flip. Look at that catch.
Yeah, he's always got the best feet on it, holds his board flat. It's something else.
He's stoked anyway.
Brazilian homies out there.
High-fiving with Carlos.
And Jamie. It's hot out there today. It's a humidity sweat pie.
Yeah, it's a funny one too, because for everyone around the world, we just came out of winter, so it's just starting to get a little hot. It's spring right now. Completely the opposite to America. This guy right here flew his mum from Minnesota. And when we're in Minneapolis, you should hear the crowd roar for this guy. Hometown hero. He's on the other side of the world with his mum as he rolls in right now. Alec Majerus doing it for flip skateboards.
Backtailing into the big bank, front blunt, into the little bank behind it. Alec is, again, another one who's not scared of skating the big stuff. Great on a handrail, as we'll see. Just there, coming up short on the back 270 lip slide. Skating for Adidas. Just slipping out on the backside nose blunt.
Now, Andrew, do you think because these guys have to wait for so many skateboarders to go through, it's playing on them, having to wait for so long and not skate?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. You know, he's waited 20 minutes to have his turn, and to get out there and rip commitment. So to just get out there and kick the back lip down the big rails, back nose blunt down the big 5-stair handrail, you know, it's a lot of work for him, for sure.
It's not easy to try and stay
warm.
Even though it is, the humidity is up, it's still different when all eyes are on you and the cameras are out. That is done and dusted. The first runs here for the men's skateboard street qualifying. We are just waiting on the score here from the judges. It's a 43. It's going to put him in 11th position. He is going to need something more in his second run. Here is our leader right now. Do not go anywhere. We have the second run here in Skateboard Street.
The X Games returns to Buttermilk Mountain with the world's best action sports festival and live musical performances January 24th through the 27th. Get your tickets now at xgames.com/tickets.
Welcome everybody to X Games Sydney. We are here at the men's skateboard street qualifier. It is Corbin Harris with Andrew Brophy and Mitch Tomlinson, and we are midway through. These are our stand-ins right now. Tommy Finn in the #1 position, the Australian hometown advantage maybe there, Brophy. Ryan DeCenzo, Vincent Malou, Ishod Ware, and Jamie Foy in that is the bubble position that we've got there. Deshaun Jordan, Chris Jocelyn, what are they going to have to do to make it through to the final and in that top 5 tomorrow, Andrew?
Anything can happen out there, you know, if a shot gets his lines right. Trent, Zion, Felipe, they're all incredible skateboarders, and if they just link all their atoms together, like anything could happen, you know. Felipe, Alec, it's...
Yeah, you think they're just dusting off the cobwebs here, excuse me, as we go back to the top of the list. This is Ryder Lawson coming out of Cronulla. A little fact here for you guys. He is from the exact same spot as Jake Brown. You just saw Jake Brown in the final of the Big Air. They grew up in the same time. Ryder, a few years younger than him, but
just
another great talent coming out of the Sutherland Shire area.
Let's see if he can get his second run a little bit more strung up. I'm sure he's ready to go.
He also just dropped one of the best little skate park edit videos. And it was pretty cool. Here it is, the backside Smith grind. Lee Bolton on the camera.
He's getting it together again here. Frontside nose bun out of the kicker onto the little rail. Just turn around right there. The back 270 lip.
Yes, ever so smooth. This is the start to the line that he wanted. Front blunt.
He's looking happy out there right now. He gave himself a little smile. He was happy about that. Nollie back lip on the square yellow bar.
So smooth. Out of his way, boys. He wants it. 13 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time.
He's going to make a big improvement on his first run here, taking it to the big rail. Nollie front feeble.
Just coming off.
Just slipping off on that back toe.
Nollie front side feeble down the big handrail.
He's going back for it. He wants it.
Here's the replay, Andrew.
Nollie back lip, down the bump to yellow bar. That was a much solider run from him on the second time.
Yeah, he's going to go up in the rankings, but it definitely will not go anywhere near those top 5. You know what, Ryder, he has been in the mix for a long time, but I feel like he's having a second coming right now. He's getting back into it. Speaking of someone who is hit the scene and everyone is watching, Brad Saunders, 16 years old, doing it for Adidas.
Starting it off with a nice frontside 5-0 there. Out of the bump to front feeble, down that rail again. And again with the hard flip over the hip. He's got this one sorted out.
Oh, trying to go for the backside nose blunt on that.
Just slipping out on those front wheels. He doesn't look too worried about it though.
I think he knows at this point, he's out there, he's got the course to himself.
Yep.
Let's just try and show everyone what I've got. Here he goes for the big section.
Just out there and enjoying himself. Little frontside feeble, and down.
Trying to take it all the way.
He's coming back for second helping.
As he just jumped off right there, if you saw, it was Najee Houston and Leticia Buffoni.
Here it
second
is.
place last night. There's all the girls cheering on the boys today. That is what X Games is about. It's a big family here and everyone loves supporting each other. Our third and final Australian in the mix. Dropping in right now, Noah. look at that textbook backside Smith grind.
He's got his line figured out right here, taking it to the little harbour again with a backside 180 nose grind. Just a cheeky little squeak round, taken up to the quarter pipe.
I like that. Having a little fun with that.
Just missing the kick from front board again. Seems like it's quite hard to get enough speed to go up that kick ramp to where he's coming from. So,
15 seconds on the clock.
I reckon there's a bit of fatigue getting to these boys. It is hot out there, and they've been out there for hours. You know what I mean?
It's been a long day. Also, the 3 Australians were out here at 8:30 this morning when we were doing intros, but unfortunately, another one bites the dust here. He rolls out of here on a high note with the backside 360. He will take 17th place. Not going to be good enough to make it through to the super final tomorrow. As McClung is up next.
Let's see if McClung can climb up these ranks a little bit.
Trent dropping in.
Coming back to the ledge across the farm box with that nollie crooked grind.
Ever so smooth.
Isn't he, mate? He is so good. Heading towards the Euro gap here. Tray flip up it. Laughing to himself, just hanging on to it.
At that point, when you land something sketchy, what are you thinking?
You're thinking, I'm stoked I landed on it. That's why you laugh. Captain nose bunt down the big blue rail in the 5-step. Kickflip front nose grind, sorry, Colin.
No, you go for it. I love it. Spicing things up a lot right now. He's going to need to, because he's currently sitting in 12th.
Holding on to that back 3 again. He knows that he's lucky to stay on that board.
Doing it for Primitive Skateboards and Venture Trucks. Just had his first signature truck come out in August in 2018. There's the replay of that nose blunt.
That was nice, mate. And the backside 360 again down the 5-step. Just losing his front foot a little bit, but hanging on.
As we await the score, matching shirts. Do you think they called each other this morning and said, are you wearing? Are you wearing the maroon Adidas top?
I'm wearing it too, bro.
Okay, let's do this.
Definitely not, but.
It's lucky.
Let's see what he's going to put up on the board right here.
Sitting, waiting for the judges. Deliberating on this one. As we check out the next skateboarder, was Tiago Lemos coming up next. Little fact on him as we await the score. 2017 Real Street silver medalist is up next. Oh, so close on that one for Trent.
Pushed him up to 6th place.
But it's not going to be good enough to make it through to the final tomorrow. Here is Tiago. So much pop, Andrew Brophy.
He does have extreme amounts of pop. Trying to start it off there with an early back heel into the Euro gap. Coming up to the quarter pipe. Looks like he's got himself a hand injury from street skating out here. Just missing that switch back nose bunt down the 3s there again.
Not going to be his day today, unfortunately.
Not today.
You know what I'm really happy about still, Andrew, is the fact that the sun is out.
The sun is out and the boys get to skate the qualifiers. And you get to watch Tiago skate, of course. You know, a lot of people would be really excited to see Tiago skate. He is a phenomenal athlete.
It's just great to see him out there in the mix. 3 seconds on the clock. He's going to do one more trick for the fans here in Sydney. Unfortunately, missing that one. The crowd just likes to see him out there anyway.
100%.
He's unfortunately scored a very low score in that one, and he will not be going through to the final tomorrow here at X Games Sydney. Next athlete up is Deshaun Jordan, out of the USA, coming out of Arizona. Sprained his ankle in 2017 at Street League. Another little injury on his knee, but he is back with a nose blunt, just holding on to that one.
Front 270 lip again.
Currently on the outside looking in. Oh, I think if you're going to make it from this point, Brophy, you're going to need to stay on a whole run, correct?
The whole run for sure he's going to do it, and he'll finish up with something big. Deshaun has got a big bag of tricks, and he's not afraid to use them. We've all seen him do his 540 flip front boards down the rail, so he'll be heading back over that way to do it for sure.
Smooth backside Smith, nearly getting up there. He looked at the clock just then. He knows he's got 10 seconds. He's going to go for something huge.
Yep. He's going to finish it up with this special one coming. Look at just catching a bit of heel on the concrete on the way out.
Nearly landing exactly the same way he did before, excuse me.
It's hot out there for these boys. Deshaun definitely could have pushed himself well up the ranks. He's got a deep bag of tricks.
Waving to the crowd loves him anyway. I was speaking to him earlier as we watched the replay on this one here.
Look at this thing. 360 flip, over-rotated, onto a front board.
Such a difficult trick to land, and just on his back heels on that one and putting his hand down. He said to me earlier, he said, Corbin, he goes, it doesn't matter. I am stoked to be out here. But 7th place, unfortunately, we will not see him in the final tomorrow. Felipe Gustavo doing it for Brazil. Always bringing the heat in any event in action sports. Obviously, at the moment, they are going crazy with Julian Wilson in the surfing, but here at the skateboarding, they are bringing the heat too.
He is starting for us right here. Switch back lip down the rail. That is a beast move.
Oh, a little flat ground trick there.
That's what I'm saying. Switch front side flip in the middle of his run like it's nothing. Heading to the little 3-step hubba. Just missing his switch flip back tail. Felipe skates both ways, like I was saying before. Like you never know what he's going to do.
How difficult is that?
A switch flip back tail down that? Or
or
switch
just,
flip back nose
just
down
going
that?
for the viewers at home to go completely the opposite way.
It's like riding with your left hand if you're right-handed.
Yeah.
Switch, so it's not your natural way of skateboarding or doing anything, you know. So it is really difficult without doubt. It's like learning to skateboard again.
Right.
So.
That difficult, and that obviously scores high with the judges as well.
Yep.
45.33. Chris Jocelyn coming right up now. 22 years of age, coming out of Los Angeles, California. I skate the Diamond Skate Park in downtown Los Angeles with him. A couple of times a week he gets in there, and you should see him rip around that course. Rolling in right now. He's in 8th place. Brophy, why do you think his score was so low on that before?
I'm not too sure, because he was hitting everything. He's going around the whole park. He stays on his board.
Do you think they may be looking for something a little more technical on this course specifically?
Maybe something more technical. Tray flip over the big fun box. Like, you know, he's flying around this place. Look at him. All over the show. Frontside flip up the Euros, taking him into the big section of the course right here.
Told out. Oh, there is that backside flip again. What else is going to do to up the ante here and try and break through to that top 5?
Let's see what he's looking for right here.
It's going to be out of time. Backside big spin, jumping off.
Trying to take it from top to bottom to the flats with that backside big spin. Just under rotating it slightly. You can tell it's hot out there. Look at these boys. They'd be on fire.
Absolutely drenched. There's a feeble all the way across.
He was using that feeble grind to set him up for this backside flip again.
How difficult is that? Holding on to that just.
Last minute little squeaker to get it to go to fakie for him.
On the bubble spot right out there at the moment. I don't think it's going to be enough, but let's wait for the judges. His best run so far was a 61.66, a 77. Wow!
Pushing
that
him up.
pushes him right into third position. I can't believe that. How is that so much different? He pushed out Trent McClung right there, out of there. Wow, a shot where straight into it. I'm in disbelief, but he is in the mix now. Chris Jocelyn.
Let's see if Ashad can get this one together, because he has a red-hot chance of pushing himself well up that leaderboard.
Yeah, he is on the bubble right now.
Nice nollie crooked grind on the yellow square bar. Bringing it back for that Howard grind. Slipping out into tail slide.
He needs to stay on here, Brophy. He needs to get a better score. That's what he stuffed up on before, but he's back in the mix.
You know, Ashad is incredibly talented, and if he gets it together, like I said, he's unstoppable.
Oh, just a little backside nose blind.
Yeah, he does cheeky tricks like that, but are really difficult. Nose blind, kick
Oh,
lip.
He has cleaned up this run, ending with a 360 flip
Yes.
on the buzzer.
He's going to push himself up, no doubt.
Wow. And that's why he's been Thrasher Skater of the Year, because he can hold his composure. He can keep straight and come through with the goods.
Zion and Tommy Finn.
Let's check out the replay here on that, bro.
Another kickflip frontside lip slide. Perfect. Bolts. Let's see if he can make that top 3 spot. Just cruising out of the park with a tray flip there.
Landing on the 86. Pushes him into the #1 position. Now on the bubble, we have Vincent Malou. Wow. This is starting to get interesting. Starting to get very interesting. Do not go anywhere at all, people. We have our last runs here at Skateboard Street. Welcome back. We are at the end here of qualifying men's Skateboard Street. It is getting down to the nail-biting section. Only a few skateboarders left. And in that top 5, going through tomorrow, is Ashad Ware, Tommy Finn, Ryan DeCenzo, Chris Jocelyn, and Vincent Malou on the bubble. Who can go through out of those guys? Right now, if it sticks that way, they will go through to tomorrow. Still a few skateboarders left. Andrew, who are you liking so far?
Ashad's always a favourite. I really enjoy the way he skates. I really like this guy right here, Zion Wright, coming up next. He just got himself the latest cover of Thrasher magazine, 5-0 grinding down a 40 stair. So
these are the heavy hitters right now. If anyone is going to jump into that top 5 to go through to the finals with the likes of Shane O'Neill, Yuto Horigome, Kelvin Hoffler, Jagger Eaton, and Nigel Houston, this guy could be the one with the nose blind.
Starting off with a front feeble into the bank. Kick from front board. Oh, he's on right now. When Zion turns on, he turns on. So we could see him get it done.
What? Mixing up all the tricks here.
Is that a Madonna de Deco?
Going for it.
Front three right here.
Oh! Hit the ground hard right there.
Took a body.
15 seconds on the clock for Zion Wright.
Kicky back 5-0. He ain't worried about it.
He wants to go to the big section. He wants to get something now. He needs to hurry up.
He's a little bit upset with himself.
Pushing in switch. This is going to be for the fans.
Cab back lip. Just locking up.
Ooh. Going down on his hand there. He looks to be fine. Currently in 14th position. Brophy, will that be enough to push in to that top 5?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. Had he have, got it all together, for sure it would have pushed him up. But I think Zion might be a little bit upset with himself about that one. Just missing that front 3 over that back hip. Got him a little bit off step, but hey, still one of the greatest young skateboarders out there at the moment. So pleasure to have him here.
He's one of those guys too that actually skates everything. There's his score, 64.66. Not going to be enough to make it through tomorrow. His day is done. Vincent Malou at 21 years old. About to drop in. He is currently in that bubble position. He wants to get out of that, doesn't he, Andrew?
He definitely does. Starting off with a front blunt, backsmith, nose bunt. Coming up to the bump to rail with a kicky front lip to fakie. He's looking good out there right now.
Oh, no.
Just missing that switch flip over the hip.
At this point, Andrew, these guys are going to have to stay on to make through to that, or just to be safe.
Yeah.
He is going to have to pretty much sit back and watch at this point. Even if there's 15 seconds to go, you can't fall off this many times.
Yeah, unfortunately so. But he'll round out this run with a couple nice tricks, no doubt. Going for a biggie back lip. Another extremely hard trick, but today's not going to be his day out here at the Sydney X Games.
There's that frontside flip to lip slide going all the way to fakie. All right, up next we have Jamie Foy. Look where he's sitting right now. He is currently in 6th position. He is very close to that bubble. He needs to improve his last run to try and get in there.
Backlip to fakie. Little flat bar across the fun box. Little nose blunt, cheeky towel tap on the way in. Bring it up to this Euro gap. 360 flip up.
Brophy, you've skated with this guy before. He is just a machine, right?
Yeah, he's got an incredible talent on handrails, as we just saw there, the fakie nose grind. Yeah, it's something else. He has super light feet for for how big of a dude he is.
Yeah.
He has twinkle toes on handrails. It's incredible to watch.
How does that happen? Is that just experience?
I think he's just got really good balance. Front crook down that gap to rail.
This might be enough to push him into that top 5 for the final tomorrow. We are going to have to wait and see with the judges. Do you think it was enough, Andrew?
It was a powerful run. Fakie nose round down the rail.
The replay on that one. Look at that frontside crooks olling out onto that rail.
He stands on top of those frontside crook grinds on round rails. Toe over the edge.
What do you think as we await the score?
I think he can break the top 5.
You think he's got it?
I think so.
The judges having to think about it. A 73.66. Is that surprising for you?
That does surprise me a bit, definitely. Jamie is a great skateboarder, and he put that run together flawlessly.
Not going to be his day, and that's it right now as we roll in with Alex Midler.
Midler, the young gun, 20 years old, started off with a scoop backside 270 over the hip.
Currently in 11th position. He's going to have to pull it together here to try and get through. But yeah, as I said before, I don't think these guys are going to be able to fall off.
Pulling it back together after missing his barley grind with a front crook across the flat bar on the fun box. Front 270 lip. It's unfortunate that he missed that barley grind. That would have been a wicked one to keep it in there.
You know what, for Alex, it's been a big year anyway. He turned pro this year, so it's been a long time in the making. As I said earlier, it feels like he is actually a veteran. He's been skating for so long in these contests, and it's going to end his day here in his X Games in Sydney.
Exiting with a back 270 nose blunt on the yellow rail, though. That's not too shabby. That's quite a special one.
I wish I could exit like that, even if I lost.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to make you feel way better about exiting. But,
check out the replay on this.
Here it is, that back 270 nose blunt. Perfect.
Wow. Look at the steez. I like that arm coming in front.
He's just wishing to himself that he'd put that in there somewhere.
You know what, Alex, out there putting 120% in all the time. That will end his day right now. Carlos flying the Brazilian flag out there.
He's another contender for the top 5, no doubt. If he can get his line together, like he is right here, nollie back 5-0 across the fun box. Comes with a 3-stair hubba.
How important is it to get that first trick and then get a little bit of confidence?
Well, that's all it does, you know. It just builds your confidence, gets you like, all right, cool, I'm out here, I'm doing it, the flow's going. And then missing the second trick would just, more than anything, annoy him, you know?
Yeah.
And he knows that he can't fall off, so.
Unfortunately, this is going to be the end of his campaign.
Yeah, he would have lost the spark. He'd know what's up by now. But
he's basically doing it for the fans.
Yeah, he'll finish up for the fans. Switch flip front board.
And that'll be it. He'll end, as you see the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the background there. Ashad is officially in right now. Nothing can happen. He is up at the top with an 86. We have 4 skaters left.
And 4 heavy hitters at that.
All right. Tommy Finn all in one.
Starting
dropping in. Nollie frontside board.
Throwing in a nollie heel flip, just on his way to the quarter pipe for that backside flip again. It looks like he's got this line figured out right here. He's going to go with the backside flip nose grind. Oh, he's put a revert into it.
Unbelievable. He is in already. He is in already.
Tommy's
even though there's 3 athletes after him. But he's just doing it for the crowd.
He wants it. Trophy about the Euro. Tommy's stoked right now. He knows he's here tomorrow.
What's he got for the big section here, Brophy?
He's fakey front blunt again. But Tommy's stoked.
Hey, don't worry about it. You are going to see a lot more from this guy. Check out this, Andrew.
Backside flip nose grind. And then I think he might have decided halfway through the grind that he's going to just revert out of it and take it to regular.
I love that that's a thing, that halfway through a trick that's that technical, you can do that.
He's spinning already, so maybe he's just like, oh, the spin feels good. I'll just continue spinning.
All right, Ashad, Tommy, you will see those guys in tomorrow. And Ryan is also in, the Canadian. So it's just going to be a bit of a victory lap going through from the qualies into the final tomorrow.
Ryan DeCenzo started off with a Smith grind. Back Smith. DeCenzo's been in the game forever. And, great dude on the board. Nollie heel flip nose slide down the 3-stair hubba.
Solid run here.
Yeah. He's confident on his board. Always has been.
Is this someone who knows the tricks of the trade and knows how to put a run together to make sure he just gets to where he needs to?
Definitely. He's skated enough contests to know what to do, you know, how to play the game.
Let me ask you this question, Andrew.
Frontside flip the flat.
So, a contest skater that knows how to play the game this much, like DeCenzo, what else has he got in the bag for tomorrow?
I mean, he doesn't fall off, as we just seen. He can put together a really difficult run and be very confident in the fact that he's going to be able to land all those tricks, you know. So he's just a confident skateboarder. I've skated on a few tours with him, and he honestly doesn't fall off very often. It makes the rest of you feel terrible for not staying on your board as much. And he's got one of the best frontside flips in the game. He can do it off anything.
Look at that frontside flip, catching it, took it all the way to the flat. Here's that nollie heel flip, nose slide. Ever so smooth. He's stoked, he's going through, he's in the top 5. A big smile on his face as we are about to get into someone who could basically break in there. He's on the outside looking in. Huge kickflip all the way over with a speed check. Frontside to disaster.
Frontside flipping. I think Luan, if he stays on his board, he can make the top 5.
Look at that.
The best flick in the game, no doubt, no question.
You did say it. Frontside flip over the rail. He looks like he's always just having fun with it and just cruising too.
I would have fun and cruise if I was that good too. He's an athlete. He trains a lot. You know, he skates all the time. He's got a really good facility in Brazil that he trains at a lot. And
hitting the big section here. Switch frontside flip.
Wow, he's going to push it to the top 5.
Has he got one more trick on the buzzer?
Flip no stall rebuild on the quarter pipe.
I think that's going to be it. What do you think, Brophy?
I don't think I'm going to go ahead and say I know that it's got to be a top 5-er.
Do you think that could bump Ashad out of the top place?
Ashad's run was really good, but Luan is special. The switch, look at the flick, boom. Oh, he's explosive.
Catching it over the bolts, so precise.
Good square stance. Yeah, the boys are going to be psyched. He's going to be psyched, and let's see if this can get him in the top 5 right now.
Vincent Malou on the bubble. He would be nervous right now.
Oh, he's very nervous.
Because it could end his day as we await the score. And yes, exactly what I said. It was straight up into the #1 position with an 88.33. Vincent Malou is not stoked right now because it has pushed him from that bubble position into 6th spot. That will end his campaign here in Sydney.
We can't forget about this young fella right here, Alec Majerus.
If anyone's going to put something together.
Oh, he can, without doubt. Without doubt. One of the best big rail skateboarders out there. He's
currently in 13th position. Oh!
Back 270 lip.
Tell me how difficult that is.
I've done a handful in my time, and they are very difficult for sure, especially in a contest situation. Backside nose blunt.
No, backside nose blunt, you go. Sorry, I'm just getting excited because I know he can make it.
Kicky back lip. This is a really good run right here. Alec knows he's got to get it together, and he can get it together easily.
Going for the big section. He's wasting no time whatsoever. Hard flip over the big rail. Do you think that's it?
That could possibly be it for his day today. But if he'd done that hard flip, I think it could have pushed him into the top 5 realm, but he'll be a little bit upset with that. But Alec's a great bloke.
That was our last skateboarder of the day. 2 runs he's got. He's got his backpack on already. He kind of thinks that he might not make it. And 80, what? It puts him in 4th position, which drops Chris Jocelyn out of that bubble position, out of the contest. And Ryan DeCenzo, Alec Majerus are in with Tommy Finn. Wow, unbelievable. There it is up the top. Luan Oliveira, Ashad Ware, Tommy Finn, Alec Majerus, and Ryan DeCenzo. What a qualifying contest we had there, Andrew Brophy.
That was amazing, that was. I can't believe that he got in, Alec.
Alec had it there. What an unbelievable contest with 18 of the best street skaters in the world. We will see the final tomorrow. That's it from Corbin Harris, Andrew Brophy, and Mitch Tomlinson. We'll see you guys tomorrow.